Okay, hopefully that'll cut my mic back in. I am sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna actually leave that part in because I don't feel like doing an intro and doing the recap again. So I'm just gonna leave that there, have that serve over, and then we're gonna do this, starting forward. Okay, we're right back where we were. Yeah, like I randomly was like walking over to like the next room, and then it dawned on me, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, my PlayStation hit like an error and just stopped the broadcast and knocked me out. And that was really annoying. I did not like that. I did not like that whatsoever. So, okay. Anyway, I mean, it's kind of partly okay because I was going in the wrong direction. So let's go to the old wing here, because I have a feeling I'll find Lady Margaret there. But anyway, yeah, we need to I want to question her some more and find out more about the family history. Before, we go figure out this puzzle and confront Andrew. I kind of want to feel like all the character arcs are resolved.
This isn't him. No, my Edward couldn't have written this.
He did, bitch. He was evil. He was an evil, evil man. Are you seeing the picture now, you old bat? He is evil.
What do you think it means?
I don't know, but whatever it means, it's been hidden for a long time.
What do you think it means?
I don't know. It's marked somewhere around Australia or Tasmania.
What does the mark mean, do you think?
I'm not sure, but I think I've seen a similar globe in the Master Study. It's marked somewhere around Australia or Tasmania.
What does the mark mean, do you think?
I'm not sure, but I think I've seen a similar globe in the Master Study.
We might be able to figure this out. Okay, so let's go talk to Lady Margaret here.
Listen to me, Lady Margaret, this is important. Rory said there is something unresolved between my father and I. Do you know what he meant?
I didn't know your father as well as I would have liked. I'm sorry,
This is not the time for secrets, Lady Margaret. Just look at what this has brought us.
I'm sorry. All that is happening, it makes no sense. All I can tell you is that your father was obsessed with the model of the castle in the Master Study. I have avoided that room for years.
How do you feel about your darling husband now?
David, that's not helping.
My Edward wouldn't. He couldn't have written this. It must have been Andrew, or young Eddie. Yes, that's who it was, not Edward. Not my Edward.
I know this is difficult to hear, but there is a madness coursing through the Gordon bloodline, and you know it. You've seen it tear our family apart. Andrew is the outcome of this madness, the result of what your husband did to Cecilia.
No. He would have never touched her. Never.
Would you like to sit down, Lady Margaret?
No. I'm all right. It's just... he was always good to me. He did love me. In his way.
This woman is delusional.
Do you know how Andrew got through the passage in the fireplace?
No, I don't know. I thought I heard him sneaking about the Great Hall before he came into Eddie's room, but I cannot be sure.
We need to get moving. Andrew could be doing anything to Eddie right now.
Young Eddie doesn't deserve this. You need to save him.
We'll try. You have our word.
Is there anything you know about your husband? Something that could help us save Eddie's life?
I don't know what it is, but I do know that Edward considered it valuable. Rose, how did you... 5 years. I did what had to be done. For our family. What else could I have done? Ah!
Holy shit! I did not expect that. I wish you guys could see my expression when that scene played out. That was messed up. Awesome, but messed up. Good on Rosemary, she finally got her revenge. But damn. I shouldn't be laughing because, like, that's so dark and macabre. And I love that David and Leah didn't even say anything. They didn't even say anything to her when she walked around. I just love that. 35 years. It's like, I did what I had to do to protect the family. It's like, yeah. I love how David and Leah didn't see Rosemary, and I love how Rosemary just basically came... I love how Rosemary just came, threw herself and frickin' Lady Margaret down over the edge and just... They both just basically fell off the cliff. So now, let's recap. Rosemary and Lady Margaret get into a tussle, fall off the rickety board, and pretty much splat onto the floor. Angus has been shanked in the neck and I guess left at the island. Rory's dead in the greenhouse from his wounds. The maid had her neck broken in the bottom cellar where cousin Eddie, skins all of his game. Jonathan set himself on fire to prevent Andrew. I wonder how Andrew's gonna die. Like, everybody in this game is dying. Like, everyone. Like, at the very least, you would think Lady Margaret would come to terms with that. Rosemary would be fine. Nope, both of them have to get off the board. At this point, it's just going to be David and Leah. Or even just David. I have a feeling Leah may die. At this point, everybody is suspect to die. Oop. I don't want to use the key quite yet.
Oh, locked. Oh, locked.
Okay, so we got to use the key. I'm sorry, I'm still...
Looks like it is part of the key Father hid away for me.
And I gotta open this up here, guys.
The final part.
I am dumbfounded by this. Okay, so this is what bothers me is that I gotta angle the key to figure out how it fits, and I don't like that. Okay, so if I was turning it this way, okay, I am way far off. Nope, nope, nope. Turn it back this way. Okay, hi. Okay. I really hate these puzzles. Like, y'all do not understand the bane of my existence here. Okay, so you are turned over there. So if I was turning you, itchy. So I gotta flip you. And all I gotta do is just flip this bad boy around. Think I finally got it.
It doesn't fit.
Oh, come on. Really? Let me zoom in here a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got it now. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay. So I have to bend the key to go this way. Put you this way. Which way are you facing? Oh, you're facing that way. Hang on. Okay.
It doesn't fit.
Okay, let me look closer at this. Okay, so that goes with the circle knobs, which I put in the right direction. That's the only thing that I do have to nitpick about this game, is when you're doing especially the key puzzles, if they showed you diagrammically, like, what direction the key would be turning in these locks, it would make it a little bit easier rather than just trial and error trying to figure out what you got to do. Okay, so yeah, I got this, so I'm facing the right direction with that. Because I don't know if, like, I'm inserting the key like long ways like this. Like obviously you guys can tell looking at this, okay, you know, this should fit, right? Wrong. It's saying that it's wrong. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong. Because it would fit this way, right? So I want that opposite. Because, like, I don't know which way they want the key to be turned. Because if it's being turned this way, it might work. So if it's being turned this way, no, because that would face downwards. Huh. Okay. So that would mean no wonder it's not fitting. I got them on the wrong way. This is very frustrating. This is incredibly frustrating because I'm like, okay, it doesn't go that way. Like, I'm not understanding this. I should be able to understand this, right? I'm not crazy. I love how it's like, yeah, it's exciting, we're in the last episode. All of a sudden now it's like, oh yeah, you know, you got all these puzzles. Like, that literally annoys me. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this, guys. Let's go ahead and go into the study. And we'll do the model maquette.
Not like...
Okay, so this one should be easy, right? Like, What do you mean not like this? See, now I'm starting to get mad, because this key is becoming the bane of my existence in this playthrough. Oh. Well, yeah, the key is still becoming a bane to my existence, but I had that flipped the wrong way.
Not like...
The hell do you want from me, game? I have it in the right direction. It's not my fault that you can't tell me which way the key has to face. You're being annoying. I just want to get to the end here. Nobody wants to watch me struggle for 30 frickin' minutes on a playthrough. Okay, you know what? Hang on. Okay. Are you serious? So this is how the key is supposed to go, because I'm saying screw it and just grab it a walkthrough. So this fixed hook right here is basically the start of the key. This is it. This is the start, like right here. So I have to make sure that this part is facing this way, because like if we're inserting this like a key, this has to be over here. This part apparently has to be parallel. I'm gonna get to it. It's pretty sad that the final episode, all this hype, and I gotta basically use a walkthrough. I gotta cheat to get my way out of here. Okay. There we go.
You're whining!
You are seeing something again, aren't you?
Yes.
Give it back!
You killed her! It's your fault!
We need to get moving. Andrew could be doing anything to Eddie right now. So that's why he buried it in Cecilia's grave.
Okay. Hang on. Whoa, do not. Let's go over here. Apparently it doesn't stop the action. Okay, so let me turn down the gamma settings. Sorry about that, guys. I keep forgetting that you guys can't see because of how bright it is. I'm gonna get it like super dark to where I can barely see. Okay, there we go. Now we can see Grandpa Edward and Jonathan. Yo, wait a minute, hold on. I want to watch this. Did Jonathan beat his dad to death with this model? Hang on, I know we need to advance the story, but I want to see this. Like, because I saw a glimmer of that. Holy shit, he beat his dad to death. That is so messed up.
He's in the grip of the mirror.
He's in the grip of the mirror. Oh, so Jonathan killed his dad under the influence of the Black Mirror.
A hidden switch.
Hang on. So the Black Mirror possessed Jonathan and made him kill Edward.
What did you see, David?
My father. And Edward, he...
It's all right. Take your time.
Sorry, guys. I know that's loud and piercing. I'm sorry. Let me turn the gamma up full blast again. There we go.
Margaret covered up the fact that Edward didn't die by accident. He was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
My father. All this time.
Sorry, guys. I keep adjusting it because, like, I don't want it to be too bright, but I also don't want it to be so dark that I can't see what I'm doing or where I'm moving
Trying to
to in the
prove
game.
my father wasn't mad. That every man in the Gordon family isn't destined to become a murderer. But that's exactly what he was.
He was only a child. Maybe the mirror drove him to it.
It did. I saw the darkness take hold of him. But does it matter, though? Like Rory said, it doesn't wash away the guilt. Sooner or later, I will be shedding innocent blood, too.
Your father? Are you sure? He would have only been a child then.
I am sure. And yes, he was. Lady Margaret sent him to boarding school soon afterwards. She was scared of him. And I suppose that's why she was afraid of me, too. I shouldn't follow Andrew down there. I could end up a monster like every Gordon before me. And you should go. Just get yourself away from all this.
Nonsense. You're the only one who can stop Andrew. You're armed with the knowledge your father never had. And remember, he did everything in his power to protect you.
He sacrificed himself. He saw the horrors on the other side, and still did it.
Now that you know the things that happened to him when he was a child.
You are right. He wasn't the father I needed in life. But in death, he gave everything for a mere chance to protect me. I forgive you. Thank you for everything. Now let us stop this madness once and for all.
Okay.
Margaret covered it up. She even lied about Edward's death. She told everyone it was an unfortunate accident.
Okay. So what does that... I don't get it. Okay, so I don't know, we did a thing there. I don't know what it is, but we did a thing. Well, okay, we opened up the model set. We figured out We're figuring stuff out, I guess. So Jonathan murdered Edward as a boy under the
Here's another one.
guise of
Like
the
the
Black
one in the
Mirror.
Old Ring. But the marking runs through Spain.
So 2 globes. Hang on. Okay. We're getting closer. Turn that up just one more, guys, to where like it's bright, but it's not super bright. Anything to say about your grandfather now, David? Nope. Okay. I figured as much.
We need to get moving.
Okay. Minus the puzzles here, I like where they're going with this. Because it's getting exciting, despite the slow build with the puzzles. It's getting good. So, okay. So we need to get to the fixed point. Ooh. Okay. Cool. So, number 1 is the fixed point. Okay. So that goes up. Ooh. Okay. And this part goes down. And this part goes this way.
Yes, perfect.
There we go. Okay. Awesome.
That's it. Look. A stone plate full of ancient symbols.
Ah, okay. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. I think it's back this way. So, okay, we have the tools to get into the fireplace now. If I had done that, it would have taken forever, and it would have been like an hour, hour and a half by the time I figured that out. And I'm sorry, I just want to get to the end like you guys. Okay, so to recap here, guys. Lady Margaret and Lady Rosemary are done. You know, they're gone. We found the stone tablet of runes. We discovered Jonathan's obsession with the model and the fact that under the mirror's influence he had murdered his father, Grandpa Edward. We're doing good.
See you on the other side. Andrew's mind seems to... There's something...
I don't...
Well, that's...
Mainly you, I reckon.
Okay.
That didn't work.
Oh, wait a minute. One.
The first one worked.
Yeah. There we go. Bingo bongo.
You did it!
I just hope we are not too late.
Okay. Hang on, guys. I don't think I need my tablet anymore. I'm pretty sure the game will play itself out in this scenario. I would have been there... Well, the rune puzzle probably wouldn't have been hard to figure out, but I would have had to do a lot of backtracking. So, okay. Sorry, guys. Had to yawn there for a second. And... First I yawned, now I gotta go use the restroom. This is what happens when you drink coffee early in the morning. It sucks when you get older, because the more coffee you drink, the earlier you gotta tinkle, you gotta take care of your business. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, that was an experience. Anyway. Ooh. Okay, so we did the globe. We discovered Jonathan's thing, so we unlocked that. We've collected the stone tablets for the fireplace. So we unlocked the stone tablet for the fireplace, figured out the model of the mirror, opened the passageway to the... We hit the right runes to open up the door to the fireplace. And now we gotta go find Andrew, and we gotta stop him and finish this game. So guys, are we ready? 'Cause I'm ready.
After you.
Too kind.
Yeah, let's do this, guys. Let's get to the finish. We have a power-packed episode. Let's hope the finale doesn't disappoint.
David, stop! Don't move!
What? What's wrong?
Can't you see? Right by your feet. An abyss.
An abyss? What are you talking about?
I'll guide you across. Just listen to my voice. One step back, then to your left. Please, be careful.
Oh, this is gonna be good and treacherous, but hang on, guys, let me check something. I know there's like a lot of distractions. I don't mean for it to be that way. I just want to make sure that I've got... Okay, an invisible chasm crossed. Okay, cool. So... I have some very good news, guys. Black Mirror is going to be the very first game, platinum trophy included game that we will ever have beat on the channel, because all I've got left is completing chapter 5 and crossing this chasm for story mode. Okay, so she said one step back and to the left.
Stop. Turn to your right and move forward slowly.
Okay. Turn to the right.
Watch out!
Thank God this is over.
Stop. Turn to your right and move forward slowly. Stop. Not this way. Turn to your right and move forward slowly.
Okay.
Stop. Not this way. Turn to your right and move forward slowly.
Okay.
Stop. Turn to your right and move forward slowly. Stop. Turn to your left, then straight, but be careful.
That was too close. Leah?
Ooh, what the hell?
Rory was right. We can only get through this together.
Okay. So Jonathan's gonna guide us, I guess, the rest of the way through here. That's good. That was a pretty cool... That was a pretty cool illusion. Okay, that was a freaky illusion. Like, I was like, okay, why is there an abyss? Like, That's clever. Okay, so we're in the underground caverns now of the castle. Cool.
Whatever this place is, someone or something wants to keep me out.
This is definitely very Lovecraft inspired. Like, now we're getting into the meat of this story.
Leah! Oh, damn it, it's not moving!
Okay. So I'm gonna go left. Let's see what happens if I go left.
What the...
Okay. And, all the weird shit's now starting to happen. Okay. See something over there. Can I interact with it? There we go.
Reach the statue. But my reflection...
My reflection.
I can't reach the statue. But my reflection...
Okay, I may have to go back and find something on the right to use. Because it seems like I can reach it, but I feel like I need a grabber or something. So let's go to the right side and see if maybe I'll pick up something that'll help me get that. Okay, sashay our way over to the right here, see if it's just as ridiculous.
Your cheap tricks will not stop me.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see what they're gonna do. They're gonna do the infinite vortex door. Is it worth to buy? What's going on, Becky? I can honestly say that at least for me, I'm enjoying this. I'm just about to. I will say this, I like the story to this game, but it is one of those, like, the puzzles are very complicated in this. Like, you definitely will have to use a walkthrough for a couple of them, but other than that, the story is, like, really, yeah, if I can actually slow down while speaking. The story has a couple of twists and turns that I like. It's one of those stories that it kind of swerves you in the fact that you're like, okay, you know, I know what's going on here. Then they throw something completely out of left field and you're like, whoa. It's like I was telling people, it comes across as a very... like I said, it's very Lovecraftian in the way that it comes across. But it also kind of has a little bit of a Shakespearean tragedy vibe to it, because the more you did... Like, where you're watching at right now is the very end of the game. Like, I'm right in the finale here, so, like, I'm tying up all the loose ends. But it's very interesting to play through this game because, like, there's a lot of little subtleties that, like, they kind of hint at that you don't really pick up on until the later chapters. I wouldn't say, like, buy it at full price, but I would definitely say if it's, like, discounted to definitely get it. Because it's a good game, because it is a really good game. I am enjoying the story immensely, but it's one of those, like, it's kind of one of those, like, oh, you play it once, you get the platinum, and then you're like, okay, you know, it's kind of done. It's by no means cheap. Oh, if you're into, like, psychological horror stuff, you know, like the actual show Black Mirror and, like American Horror Story and those kinds of things, where it's like some stuff, it's not so much the gore, but like the psychological like stuff of it. This game does a really good job of that, because like when they start getting into like the stuff with the Black Mirror and the spiritual stuff and like all the creepy vibes and like, you know, the very like murder mystery kind of stuff, that's when the game kind of starts to really flourish to me. It's £10. Okay, I'm trying to... I feel like I need to now pull up a mathematics system, because I'm trying to think in my head, like, okay, you know, it's like, how much is £10 in, like, American dollars? It's like what? It's like, by a gross estimation, it's like what? Like... I don't know. Hey Steve, I just got here. Is this based on the TV show? What's going on, Lewis? Actually no. Coincidentally, the game is named after... Coincidentally, I thought the same thing, Lewis. And a lot of people have when they play this game, but no, the game is named... It's actually named after the old Celtic myth. There's like a Celtic spell, you know, Celtic like urban legend. At least I think it's Celtic. I could be wrong. But it's named after, like, you know, the Black Mirror spell, which if you've ever seen, say, like the movie Oculus, it's kind of like that, where basically, you know, it's like a dark... Okay, so it's basically $13. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a $30 game, and so, like, you know, yeah, $12 is... That's pretty good. But yeah, like... But anyway, Lewis, to finish up what I'm saying, no, it's like, have you ever seen the show Oculus? Like, it's kind of like that, where it's like, you know, it's like the whole dimensional mirror thing, but, like, the way the game's done it is they add, like, a Lovecraftian twist to it, which I kind of really dig, because it's like... It's so freaky. Like right now, the mirror is stopping me from reaching it by putting all these weird parlor tricks and like warping reality. Like, yeah, if you ever like follow like, you know, like dark occultism, that, you know, a black mirror is basically just a mirror to the other side, like the spirit world. And, like, sometimes, you know, if you, quote-unquote, go through that black mirror, you end up in a reality very similar, but it's, like, altered and dark, if that makes sense. Like, essentially why it takes the name Black Mirror, because it's, like, it's basically, you know, almost... Think of it as, like, the Upside Down from the show Stranger Things, or, like... I guess you could say, like, an opposite mirror dimension. You know, that's why I reference the movie Oculus, because it's like, it's kind of like if you look at your reflection, you see yourself, but like that version of yourself could be like a... Can I add you? Oh, you mean add me on PlayStation? No, I mean if you want to send me if you want to follow me or all that stuff, it's like I am more than open to that. I am not against that whatsoever. I am always appreciative of people wanting to, you know, friend me, follow me, you know, etc. But anyway, I'm sitting here like talking to you guys, and then I realized, oh crap, I need to figure this puzzle out. Okay. Oh, it's going to be one of these. I go through one door, I end up on another corridor. Okay, why not?
Your cheap tricks will not stop me.
Oh, thought the game froze on me there for a second. Okay, this is going to get weird. I love it.
You want me to use this, Father? But what for?
Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate that.
Same symbols as in the village. And the gate.
Okay, so we got a candle now. Where am I going? What am I going to? What the? Okay, hang on. I gotta go back. This game is freaky. Like, I love it, but I'm like, this is freaky. Okay, so we're in the mirror. Let's go over here. Okay, so we got that symbol. We got that symbol. Where am I going? Like, I see all the markings and I'm like, oh, you know, this is cool. And I'm like, where the hell am I going?
Damn, I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
I don't think we ever took a right turn. I think we went all the opposite ways that we were supposed to go. Okay, so I kind of see what the game's doing here. The game is having me follow the markers. Like, all these things on the walls are supposed to be markers. I'm getting that now.
Damn, I must have...
Okay. I swear I'm not... I swear I know how to video game. Okay. Yes! I knew that was going to work out for me.
That's one.
Okay, so we figured out that puzzle. Well, okay. I guess it didn't really matter, so I got to go back and figure this next one out. But that's good. That's good, though. I at least have one figured out, so that's one way to open the mirror. So what the hell? This room changed all of a sudden.
I can't reach the... I can't reach...
Yeah, I'm going to go back out and I'm going to come back in. If the room changes again, I'm going to laugh. This game is freaky. Like, I love it, but it's freaky. It's like if the board game Clue mated with H.P. Lovecraft. Like that's the only way I can describe this. Like, it's... Okay, and the room turned again. Excuse you. Give me that damn statue. Punch me in the face. You're gonna learn today. Beat your ass. Okay, so I figured that was kind of the trick, because I'm like, if I come back and it's different, I'm gonna laugh. So you gotta keep leaving and entering the room till you can get the statue again, and then get punched in the face by your evil reflection. Yeah, that totally is legit. And now we enter Cthulhu's lair. Oh, my social commentary is cringy sometimes.
David, I'm delighted you could join us. I knew you'd find your way here.
Let the others go, Andrew. This is a family matter. Amongst us true Gordons.
You are so right, my dear cousin. This is a family matter.
David!
If you think your cheap tricks can stop me, you're greatly mistaken. Get a grip, David.
Master David, why did you let me die?
You have disgraced this family.
Oh, shit is getting real.
Killed you when I had the chance, boy.
You're not seeing the bigger picture, David. This family, this clan, was once powerful enough to drive the Roman legions out of Scotland. We can have that power again.
Massacring an entire village of innocents in the process. I want that as much as you, Andrew. But do you really think you can control the thing Edward has become?
You were always a disappointment to me.
You are nothing. Less than nothing.
Be gone, thought.
Andrew, don't!
And there goes Cousin Ed.
I'll be needing your blood too, David.
Oh boy. Okay, maybe we can trick him. So let's go with this
What
option.
do you need me to do to complete the ritual and bring Edward back?
Not much. Just a few drops of your blood.
My father, could he be brought back too?
Pure Gordon blood flows through my veins. Once my father is freed, there will be nothing we cannot do.
Give me the knife. I'll do it myself.
David, my dearest cousin, you really need to stop treating me like I'm bloody stupid!
Very well. Together then.
David, don't!
Shut your mouth, woman!
No way. This ain't happening.
Are you alright?
Yes, just... David!
What the fuck?
You are mine! Mine!
Okay, that was a thing that just happened. If you guys are watching this, keep in mind, like I said, this is the finale.
I think we should be leaving.
Agreed.
Like, none of this stuff is going to make sense unless you guys watch the previous episodes. Yeah, if you watch the previous episodes of my playthroughs, like my other episodes, it'll make sense, Lewis, like, in the grand scheme of things. But if you're just watching this, like, just because, you're gonna be very deeply confused. Like, oh, is this one of those, the whole castle is going to become engulfed? Yep, I totally called that plot. Totally called that plot point. That was intense towards the end. Like, that was legitimately crazy. I love it. Oh, poor Rory. Yep, give the man an old Viking send-off.
Rest in peace, Rory. If such a thing is possible.
What, you doubted?
All that happened here? I am a scientist. I never thought there was an afterlife or anything after. And now, I know there's not only life after death, but there's evil there.
My father, Rory, they saved us. And I must believe they found their peace. It's up to us to find our own. And hope that it lasts.
Well, okay, that was surprisingly a wholesome ending. Like at the end of it, it all kind of tied together nicely. I want to find like the English translation to this song because this is actually a Celtic song that's playing right now. The song is called Remembrance if you want to look it up. It was actually the song that was in the promotional trailer, like before the game launched, or like the launch trailer. Because at first I was confused about it, then when I looked it up, I found out this is all Celtic. This is a Celtic song, or at least like, a Gaelic sung song. But I haven't been able to find an English translation because I really want to read what the lyrics to this song, are. But I actually feel a little emotional after playing this. Like, this was so good. Like, this was really, really good. Like, I have to tip my hat to the developers and to all the people at THQ Nordic, etc. Like, this game played out beautifully. I was a little worried. That, like, it was gonna have, like, a random ending, but I like that. The game ended on a very wholesome note. Jonathan can move on in his life. David has beat his family's curse. Rory gets a Viking send-off, redeems himself. Leah, as a scientist and doctor, realizes that you can't explain the supernatural and the occult. You can't explain life after death. And what David said was very beautiful, and it's very poetically true. You know, when we move on past life, you know, when we reach the afterlife or we see others pass on, we genuinely want them to be at peace. And it's okay to grieve, but in the end, you have to find your own way and find your own peace and resolvement. And I think why it's so personable with me, guys, is because a lot of the issues in my life, not with deaths in the family, but just, I guess, more or less the things that have happened to me in my own life, I can relate to towards the end of that. Like, you know, all the different demons and curses and whatnot. I can relate to it on a very simple note, as far as the fact of, you know, like battling family demons or battling personal demons. Because I know I'm inflating the end here. Oh, you know what? I'll actually save that probably for a separate video for this channel. But all I'll tell you guys is that eventually on this channel specifically, I may talk about a couple of things. Actually, I may put it on my main Sly Cooper 88 channel. And it's a video that I'm still panning out. Because the implications are going to be huge. If you've watched what I've talked about on Twitch, or I've watched that particular stream, you guys already know. For those that haven't, you know, I have some things I want to tell you guys, but I'm very hesitant to. Very deeply personal things. But I feel at some point I need to make the video. Because it's the only way for me to move forward, and I think it also would be great to have some transparency, so that way you guys get to know a little bit more about me, like who I am as a person and what I've overcome. But this game just gave me those vibes. But I so very much enjoyed this game, guys. Like, this game just provided so many good things. Like, very rarely do games like this portray like good storytelling, and the story in this game was just masterfully told, just expertly told. And it didn't, you know, it didn't walk your hand, but it didn't walk your hand, but at the same time, you know, it didn't hold back from you either. You know, there were a couple of some of the puzzles were very much obnoxious and annoying, and I definitely recommend that people just play it with a playthrough, or like a walkthrough, I should say, not a playthrough, but a walkthrough. So make sure that you got a walkthrough guide for this, at least for the puzzles. But as far as the story, you know, just play it and engage yourself with it, and it had the right atmosphere, the right amount of story, the right amount of intrigue. I mean, I know I sound like I'm giving the game a lot of high praise, but very rarely in a lot of the games that I've played, like narrative-driven games like this, that I've ever seen this quality of work. And it really shows. It tremendously shows. And I love when developers, whether it's, you know, AAA or indie, put this much thought and effort into their games. Because it makes it so much more enjoyable. And I know games like this aren't everybody's cup of tea. I understand and realize that, but sometimes it's just good to have a game like this in your library like something that, you know, it gets your brain going, and it gets, you know, your thoughts provoked. You know, it makes you feel something. That's what video games and any other art form should be able to do. It should make you think. It should make you feel. But anyway, guys, that is it for Black Mirror, guys. I told you guys I wanted to finish this up post-Halloween, so I wanted this to be the very first video that I got out. So, another game down, technically, from Halloween Games Month, since, I mean, yeah, it's November 1st, but still, we're in the post-thralls of Halloween. So guys, this has been Black Mirror. I sincerely, truly hope you guys enjoyed this, because I certainly had a blast with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this journey through this game, but that's another one down, and another good game to add to my library. So with that being said, guys, I will stop the video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of Black Mirror, and as always, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Man, I'm going to be thinking about this for a while, or at least for a day or two. Like, this game's story, just like that ending, like, was everything I wanted this game to end on, which is actually pretty awesome.